Many have wondered what discipline means for very young children. Not so long ago, when people talked about discipline, they really want punishment, usually because they believe the two are the same. Real discipline, however, involves teaching. In fact, the word itself comes from the Latin root disciplina, which means teaching or learning. Positive discipline is built on teaching, understanding, encouraging, and communicating. Discipline is designed to help children learn from what they have done. Babies and toddlers need non-punitive discipline that enhances their development and sense of connection, not blame, shame, or pain. Discipline with young children is mostly about deciding what you will do than with what you expect your child to do. And it's never too early to lay a foundation for respectful, effective parenting. Connection before correction. Because helping children feel a sense of belonging and significance is the foundation of positive discipline, we cannot talk enough about the importance of the relationship you create with your child. Many parents have said that positive discipline has helped them create a more loving relationship with their children. Connection can take many forms. It can be as simple as saying, "I love you," or validating feelings. It is helpful to be self-aware and to notice when you find yourself in a power struggle with your child. When that happens, be willing to back away and start over when you have changed your attitude, which will enable your child to change his. Get children involved. During the first year of life, your child will depend on you for everything. But you may be surprised at how quickly he finds his voice and unique personality. Instead of telling him what to do, find ways to involve him in decisions. Curiosity questions are one way to do this. Ask, "Where do we put your diaper? Which book do you want to read?" Offer acceptable choices. Having choices gives children a sense of power. Choices also invite a child to use his thinking skills as he contemplates what to do. Would you like to carry the blanket or the bag? You decide. Adding, "You decide," increases your child's sense of power. Provide opportunities to help. Toddlers often resist a command, "Go to the car," but respond cheerfully to a request like, "I need your help. Will you carry the keys to the car for me?" Activities that might easily have become power struggles can become opportunities for laughter and closeness if you use your instincts and creativity. Create routines. Young children learn best by repetition and consistency. You can ease the moments of transition in family life by creating reliable routines for your little one. Routines can be created for every event that happens over and over, like getting up, bedtime, dinner, shopping. Teach respect by being respectful. Children learn respect by seeing what it looks like in action. Be respectful when you make requests. Don't expect a child to do something right now when you are interrupting something she is thoroughly engaged in. Give her some warning. We need to leave the park in 2 minutes. Carry a small timer with you, then set the timer together for an agreed upon time. When it goes off, it's time to go. Remember, too, that shame and humiliation are disrespectful, and a child who is treated with disrespect is likely to return the favor. Kindness and firmness show respect for your child's dignity, and your own dignity. Use your sense of humor. No one ever said parenting had to be boring or unpleasant. Often, laughter is the best way to approach a situation. Learn to laugh together and create games to get unpleasant jobs done quickly. Humor is one of the best, and most enjoyable, parenting tools. It is amazing how a child who resists a direct order will respond with enthusiasm when that order becomes an invitation to play. Try telling your toddler, "I bet you can't pick up all your cars until I count to 10. Or, "I wonder if you can brush your teeth and get into your pajamas before Dad does." Get into your child's world. Understanding your child's developmental needs and limitations is critical to parenting in the first 3 years of life. Do your best to be empathetic when your child cries. He may just be frustrated with his lack of abilities. Empathy involves understanding and connection, not rescuing. If you want to leave the park and your child isn't ready to go, give her a hug and validate her feelings. "You're really upset right now. I know you want to stay, but it's time to leave. Then hold your child and let her experience her feelings before you move on to the next activity. If you were to pamper your child by letting her stay at the park longer, she would not have the opportunity to learn from experience that she can survive disappointment, and she might be learning that you can be manipulated. Getting into your child's world also means seeing the world from her perspective and recognizing her abilities and her limitations. Follow through with kind and firm action. If you say it, mean it, and if you mean it, follow through. Children usually sense when you mean what you say and when you don't. It's usually best not to say anything unless you mean it. Sometimes the fewer the words you say, the better. This may mean redirecting your child or showing her what she can do instead of punishing her for what she can't do. Be patient. Understand that you may need to teach your child many things over and over before she is developmentally ready to understand. For example, you can encourage a young child to share, but don't expect her to understand the concept and do it on her own right away. Sharing requires time, practice, and better developed impulse control. When she refuses to share, rest assured that this doesn't mean she will be forever selfish. Don't take your child's behavior personally, act like the adult and do what is necessary without guilt and shame. Provide lots of supervision, distraction, and redirection. Minimize your words and maximize your actions. Young children need constant supervision. If a child heads toward an open door, quietly take her by the hand and lead her to where she needs to go. Show her what she can do instead of what she can't do. When you understand that children don't really understand, no, the way you think they should, it makes more sense to use distraction, redirection, or any of the respectful positive discipline methods. Accept your child's uniqueness. Remember that children develop differently and have different strengths. Expecting from a child what he cannot give will only frustrate both of you. It may help to think of yourself as a coach, helping your child succeed and learn how to do things. You're also an observer, learning who your child is as a unique human being. Never underestimate the ability of a young child. Watch carefully as you introduce new opportunities and activities. Discover what your child is interested in, what he can do by himself, and what he needs your help with in order to learn. Remember, connection before correction. Get children involved. Create routines. Teach respect by being respectful. Use your sense of humor. Get into your child's world. Follow through with kind and firm action. Be patient. Provide lots of supervision, distraction, and redirection. Accept your child's uniqueness.